Hello students, now we are going to discuss 26th problem. According to Newton, the viscous force acting between liquid layers of area A and velocity gradient delta V divided by delta Z is given by F is equals to this and this, where eta is constant called coefficient of viscosity. The dimensional formula for eta is, so all physical quantities are very simple and known to you. You want to calculate the dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity means eta. What you have to do? Put eta on one side, all physical quantities on another side. F was there. What do you mean by potential velocity gradient? Means change in velocity per unit length. It means delta Z is representing a distance. कि after moving this distance, what amount by which velocity changed? It is velocity gradient, means change in velocity per unit length. If after traveling a distance of delta V, there is a change in velocity delta V, delta Z distance you traveled, and you saw a change in velocity delta V. It means if you travel unit distance, you will saw this change delta V upon delta Z. It is velocity gradient, change in velocity per unit length. So delta Z is one kind of length. A in denominator, A you know area. Delta V, change in velocity means velocity. No need for minus because we are going to calculate only dimensional formula. You know the dimensional formula for F? ml t minus 2. What is the formula for delta Z? Length. Area, length square. Delta V, velocity, LT minus 1. So cancel this L with this L, 1L with this. What we are getting? M. Take L in numerator, L minus 1. Cancel 1 minus with this 1 minus, remaining 1 minus is there. So what we are getting? ml minus 1 t minus 1. It is the dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity. Next, the frequency of vibration of a mass m suspended from a spring of spring constant k is given by a relation f is equals to am raised to the power x k raised to the power y, where a is a dimensionless constant. The value of x and y are, again, principle of equality. Force can be, frequency can be equal to frequency only. If left hand side there is frequency, means dimensionally a has no role. So dimensions of f should be equal to dimensions of m raised to the power x multiplied by k raised to the power y. Now, first we will see the dimensions of all physical quantities individually. F is frequency, means 1 upon time, no mass, no length. 1 upon time means t raised to the power minus 1. What is m? M is a mass. M0, L0, M, L0, T0, mass. What is K? force required for extension of unit length means force upon length. So force constant should be equal to mLT minus 2 divided by L means mt minus 2. So now we are putting in this, left hand side is m0 L0 t minus 1. What is right hand side? M raised to the power x. What is k? mt minus 2 raised to the power y. Means if in left hand side no m is there, in right hand side m should not be there. But power of m, you can see it is x plus y. And power of t in left hand side is minus 1, in right hand side it is minus 2y. So we got y is equals to 1 by 2. X is equals to minus y, so x is equals to minus 1 by 2. So x minus 1 by 2, y 1 by 2. So we are going with option D. 28. P represents radiation pressure, C represents speed of light, and S represents radiation energy striking per unit area per second. The non-zero integers x, y, z such that P raised to the power x, S raised to the power y, C raised to the power z is dimensionless are. First we have to find P, S and C individually. What is P? First we are going to see P. They are saying P, pressure represent radiation pressure, means one kind of pressure. Pressure, you know, force per unit area. mLT minus 2 divided by L square. So we got mL minus 1 T minus 2. It was pressure. What is S? Radiation energy, means S is energy, but not only energy. Per unit area, per means this should be in denominator area. Per second means second is also in denominator. Energy means work, mL2 T minus 2. Area L2 T time. So what we are getting? M. Cancel L2 with L2. T minus 3. Now we are going to C. C represents speed of light. It means C is speed, so it should be LT minus 1. Now P raised to the power x means M L minus 1 T minus 2 raised to the power x. S MT minus 3 raised to the power y. C LT minus 1 raised to the power z. We want this dimensionless, this physical quantity. It means power of m should be 0, power of L should be 0, power of T should be 0. What is power of m? We are observing that power of m is x, power of m is y. When we are multiplying these three brackets, if base is same, we have to add the powers. We want x plus y 0. Next, L, power of L is minus x and power of L is plus z. We want this also 0. Third, power of t minus 2x minus 3y minus z, it should be 0. Now we are putting the values of y and z from first and second relation into third. So what we will get? Minus 2x minus 3y, y means minus x, minus z means x is equals to 0. So what we are getting here? We want this dimensionless. So we are getting 3x and 2x. This is plus 3x minus 2x, x minus x. 0 is equals to 0. It means x is 0, y is 0, z is also 0. So if we will put in place of this 0, 0, 0, only then we are getting, but x, y, z are not 0 in this. It means for any value third equation is satisfied, because if we are writing, it is cancelled out. See, if in place of x we are writing 1, same value we are putting, value of m, it will become, see, x plus y is 0, x and y of opposite sign. First is wrong, second may be correct. In third, if we are putting x minus 1, y, if we are putting x 1 and y minus 1, it will satisfy first relation, and z 1, it will satisfy. We will check with C. Because we are getting 0 is equals to 0, so we have to go with options. If we are putting x1, y minus 1, first relation is satisfied. It should be of opposite sign, and for this z is equals to 1. So z1. What third relation is saying? x1 means minus 2 plus 3 plus 1 minus 1. Yes, C is satisfying. Since in this type of relation, when 0 is equals to 0, we have to go with options. So C is satisfying. Next, turpentine oil is flowing through a tube of length L and radius R. The pressure difference between the two ends of the tube is P. The viscosity of oil is given by eta is equals to this. The dimensions of eta are, we want to calculate eta with this relation. They are not specified which eta is this. So we have to calculate with this. But if you know the name of eta, you can tick directly, but I will tell from both. First this relation, then shortcut. What is P? P, they are saying pressure difference. Pressure difference means pressure. Pressure means force per unit area. So it should be ml minus 1, T minus 2. We know that force upon area. What is force? mlt minus 2. What is area? L2. So we are getting ml minus 1, T minus 2. What is R? R is a radius, means L square. X is also distance. Distance square minus distance square means distance square. So we got R square minus X square divided by 4. No dimension. What is V? V is the velocity, Lt minus 1. What is L? Length of tube, means one kind of length. L square, cancel with L square with L square. So what we are getting? ML minus 1, T minus 1. You know that what is eta? Eta is coefficient of viscosity, and we know the formula for coefficient of viscosity. If you recognize this, no need to solve, no need to waste time. Directly you can take ML minus 1, T minus 1. But they can confuse you. They will make symbol like that, and they can use that for some unknown physical quantity. So better to verify. Next, the magnitude of vectors A, B and C are 3, 4 and 5 units respectively. If A plus B is equals to C, the angle between A and B is, what they are saying, A plus B is equals to C. You can go in two ways. One is this: 3, 4 and 5 are Pythagoras triplet, and you know the addition rule of vector. From that way you can go, means some shortcut. It is a right angle triangle, so angle should be pi by 2. Second approach is this. They are saying A plus B is equals to C. I gave you the formula for dot product, or you know it. A dot B is modulus of A, modulus of B, and cosine of angle between them. If in place of B, I will write A, see what will happen. A dot A, mod A, mod A, since both vectors are same, so angle between them should be 0 degree, and you know that what is cos 0 degree, it is 1. So if you dot multiply a vector by same vector, if you are multiplying a vector with itself, dot multiplying, what you will get? You will get square of modulus of vector. You will get square of modulus of vector. Now, I am going to do same thing here. I am multiplying A plus B, dot multiplying this with itself only. A plus B dot A plus B. What we are getting? We are getting C dot C. What is A plus B? I am opening the bracket. A dot A mod A square plus A dot B plus B dot A. Since dot product is scalar product, so order doesn't matter. It means A dot B is equals to B dot A. But in cross product, order matters. A cross B is equals to minus B cross A. Then B dot B means mod B square. C dot C mod C square. So what I am getting? 2A dot B, modulus of all are given. Take this term on that side. Take this term on that side. What is modulus of C? 5. 5 square is 25. Minus mod A square. Mod A is 3 square is 9. Minus 16. So we got 0. Means A dot B is 0. Since dot product is 0, but none of them is 0 vector, so it means A should be perpendicular to B. So angle between A and B is 90 degree, means pi by 2. So problem was very simple, only conceptual problem that was. The resultant of vector A into 0 will be equal to, remember always, when you are multiplying a vector with a scalar, any scalar, it will not change the direction of vector if it is a positive scalar. If it is a negative scalar, it will just reverse the vector. And what other thing it will do? It will increase the magnitude by that times only. It means if you are multiplying a vector A with K, so what K will do? If it is positive, it will increase the magnitude of A K times. But if it is negative, it will reverse the direction of A and make it its magnitude K times. But you are multiplying with 0, so it will make its magnitude 0 times without touching the direction. But if we are multiplying with 0, magnitude will become 0. So what should we answer? 0 vector. So we are going with C. Next, the angle between the two vectors A and B is, I gave you a formula. What is A dot B? It is mod A, mod B, cosine of angle between A and B. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is A dot B upon mod A mod B. Now you know how to calculate A dot B. Multiply I coefficients. 3 into 3, 9. 4 into 4, 16 minus 25. Modulus of A, root of 3 square, 4 square plus 5 square. Modulus of B, but in numerator it is 0. So 0 divided by any number is 0. It means theta should be 90 degree. So we are going with option A. The position vector of a particle is R is equals to this. But we want to calculate velocity. All of you know that. What is velocity? Rate of change of displacement. A is constant. Differentiation of cos omega t is minus omega sin omega t. Minus omega sin omega t. It is for direction only. Differentiation of sin omega t, omega cos omega t. So what we got? V is, take omega common, minus A sin omega t plus A cos omega t. Now we are going with options. The direction of V is not parallel to the position vector. Position vector and this vector V and R are different. Second thing they are saying, perpendicular to the position vector, if dot product of R and V is 0, then only we can go for this option. So we will verify. We are dot multiplying R and V. We know the method of dot product. Coefficient of I cap. Here A cos omega t, here minus A omega sin omega t. So we are getting minus A square omega sin omega t cos omega t. Next, coefficient of j with coefficient of j. A sin omega t and omega A cos omega t. Again we are getting A square omega sin omega t cos omega t. Both terms are equal but opposite in sign. Yes, they are giving us 0. So we are going with option B. Both vectors are perpendicular to each other.